We've also talked a lot about your emotional baggages in the past, and you've talked that we don't share our emotional baggages with our close ones, friends, family. Be it guilt, anger, jealousy, hatred, regrets, whatever it is, and that's such a common problem. And a lot of these toxic emotions, they affect, as a physician, I can say that they affect our body at a cellular level.
Of course.
They change our biochemistry. They change the electrical activity of our brain. But now research shows that it actually changes the structure of our neurons, of our brain. And you've talked about, going back in time and releasing some of those emotions.
Yeah.
And I really wish it was just easy to lose these emotional baggages as easy as, airlines lose our baggages. But it's just so hard. Can you give one example of how exactly, what do you mean by, releasing emotions? Like, how did you do it?
I don't know. I just find the futility of holding on to something.
Yeah.
It's so futile because I feel what we do is every time we lose a loved one, we'll go there and we'll feel, and it's a sudden death especially, and it's what occurs to all of us.
Yeah.
That life is so short.
Yeah.
Relationships are so important.
Yeah.
Let's not get petty or petulant. Let's give it everything because one day things could go away.
Yes.
And then after 3 days, we are back to being the same petty, petulant, silly, overtly, hyperly sensitive, touchy, idiotic, not pragmatic people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everything seems so stupid. Why can't you just carrying the baggage of the past and bringing it into the present is the most counterproductive thing you can do to your life.
Right.
You have to let go, and there is so much futility to holding on to things, that bother you. I don't think they do anything for you.
Right.
Like you've got to just, I think forgive, forget. These are all things to say. You've got to eventually let go. You have to let go. Like I don't think I have any hate in me for anything anymore. Okay. Like there used to be things that you resent or get upset with and you hold on to. But all it's doing is making you sick.
Right.
Like I feel when I'm at peace with myself, I'm also the healthiest.
Yes, exactly. Mentally and physically.
I'm I know when I fester and keep it in my heart, I think I'll get a tumor. Because it will result in that.
Right.
And I used to believe that, I don't communicate everything I feel. I keep it to myself and then one day I burst. But you can be a heart patient, you can be a blood pressure patient because you're all... I know when my father was the type of person who used to keep a lot in his heart and not say to many people who may have hurt and upset him. And he had eventually, to me, I used to always say, Papa, why did you say it? Why didn't you say it? Why didn't you say it? The irony is, I don't know if it's true or it's truly, or just medically it had to happen to him, but he had a big tumor in his esophagus.
Yeah.
And I feel that came because he didn't speak his mind enough.
Yes.
And I think that's what pressure, I'm a blood pressure patient and I take medication every morning. But it's better now, my pressure, because I released off my pressure.
Right.
I just feel like, I'm not saying I've reached any great nirvana, I'm very far from it. I have all the same human traits that we all suffer from.
Well, it's a work in progress.
And I'm working it, and there is progress.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a very simple, to some things, I just put a logic to it. I'm feeling so bitter and angry and upset. What is it doing really for me?
Yeah.
Of course I get my moods. Traffic in the city can drive you crazy. Yes. So there are two ways.
I realized that today.
I'll grumble, I'll upset. But can I run out of that car? Can I do anything about it? So either I find 3 things to do in the car because I know I'm going to take an hour and 20 minutes from Bandra to Andheri. So I should find work to do.
Yes.
And I have calls to make, emails to answer or music to listen to.
There you go.
And I'm sometimes it'll surprise me and I'm reaching an hour. And I'm oh great, I saved 20 minutes. Good. There's 2 ways of looking at it.
Yeah. Just shift in the mindset. Just a little shift.
And I'm nobody's godlike. Nobody's blessed to be completely sane. But there are ways and means you can.
Yeah.
If you can just switch the logic button on where it comes to baggage and annoyances and irritation, I'm really, what's it doing to me?
Yeah.
It's not doing anything for me.
Right.
It's actually making me more unwell. And health is everything.
Exactly.
It's everything.
Yes.
You have to feel good about yourself. You've got to let go of baggage because the more you walk light, the better you will be on your feet.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. And, going back to what you said about your dad, recently I had organized a cancer prevention conference in Hyderabad. And specifically, I talked about, mental and emotional issues and how that can, cause, maybe not directly cancer, but it can definitely make you more susceptible to one.
Of course.
And now even research and science shows that, your immune system is, shut down, and, all the other organs, they're affected with these toxic emotions that we hold in our body. And cancer is no exception. So, it does take a toll on our health.
I think that, a healthy mind, a baggage-free soul is so important.
Yeah.
And I think that detachment is taught to us in every kind of vertical of spirituality teaches you detachment.
Yes.
That detachment doesn't mean your inability, your ability to not love or to not give. Detachment is detachment from these things.
Yeah.
Detachment from negativity.
Right. Exactly.
Detachment from extreme emotions,
right.
extreme fear, extreme. We are. Sometimes I feel as a human race we seek disappointment.
Yeah.
We want to be disillusioned because when we are happy and content with something, we don't trust it. We're not trusting people. We're not a race that trusts so easily because of past experiences and history.
Yeah.
We don't trust. We're also seeking this person will let me down. This partnership will let me down. This employee will let me down. Maybe they won't. And maybe they have their own struggles. Have you looked at it from their perspective? Sometimes, we're all about ourselves.
Yeah.
I think it's so important to be in touch with yourself, to know what somebody else is also about. Because we all have individual journeys. And we all have individual, and sometimes, when you do something a lot for somebody, maybe your family, you feel like, I've done so much, what has he or she done for me? Maybe they are doing things that you have not noticed.
Right.
Because you're so
in
about
different
what
ways.
you're doing.
Yeah.
And maybe everybody has a bandwidth of doing stuff.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, half the times we do things for people, we do it for ourselves. To feel good about how great we are. How much of it is really for that person? It's really that I'm doing so much for my mother.
Right.
But she did a lot for you.
Yeah.
So
they just have their own way of doing it.
And with parents, I always say it's very simple. No matter how annoying things can be when they grow older, if you don't feel it, replace that emotion with duty. Because that's your duty now.
Yeah.
You may not feel the love. You might get the irritation. Just know it's your duty, you got to do it. Because they did it for you. It's your karmic payback. If you don't treat that, don't not do it, because that would not be, I am very strong about what kids are to parents. That to me is a separate dynamic altogether. I believe that replace love with duty if love doesn't exist.
If it doesn't exist. Yeah.
Understand that it's your duty.
Right.
Just like, you have a responsibility to your environment, you have one to your family and parents.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Right, true.